Hello and welcome to part 2 of why I'm couch surfing. As you can see, I don't have all of my wonderful comfort items around me. Hopefully they're being packed up. And I started off my last one with how depression is a horrible thing. I have another video on here about food and how I have a complicated relationship with it. And I have a lot of experience in how messed up your mind can get. Uh, Starvation over a long period of time can whack you out pretty good. Brain damage can. I know these two things from experience. And during COVID, I didn't even know I was depressed. I was angry. But then I'm also agoraphobic and have social anxiety disorder, and anxiety comes out a lot in as anger. So those things I was experiencing, but I didn't really think I was depressed. But I was in need of a doctor. I was doing some pretty wild things. I was mad at the world and everybody and pretty irrational. And what I could have used, what I really could have benefited from, was somebody that loved me enough to tell me, go to a doctor, deal with it. And I finally did it myself. And I found a doctor. And when I went in my first time, I didn't think I was depressed until I sat down and she walked into the room and boom, I hit. But anyway, during all of that, I learned a lot because I found the right doctor, told her what my issues were, and she understood eating disorders and what they can do to your mind. And then I got a wonderful counselor, and she helped me a lot. And I have a long way to go, but I do understand in myself the things that I need to work on. And I try to do those things. But like I said, I was told two very wise pieces of advice. If you don't feel safe, get out. Okay, on that bit, I am now being told that there was no reason I shouldn't feel safe, which totally disregards my feelings at all. And I'm okay with that. If you want to disregard my feelings, that's what you're going to do. I was also told to stop being a doormat. And one thing I've never been with my husband is a doormat. I'm the boss. This is a man that will make breakfast and then bring me the plate first because Mama eats first. We are a team. I'm not his doormat. And I didn't feel I was being a doormat. But again, if somebody feels you're being a doormat, you need to look at yourself, and I did. And I thought, okay, well, didn't feel safe, so I got out, and that solved two problems. I now feel safe, and I'm no longer a doormat. And I do think that this was the best thing, and I don't hold anger. I do find myself defending. So I'm just not going to argue. I have no desire to steal anybody's items. The only things I want from this situation, and the only things that Albert has been told to pack, are our belongings. And if something gets brought by mistake, it would be returned. I'm not a thief. And I have to say that being honest with somebody is not the sign of a bad friend. I don't want a friend that would lie to me. I don't want a friend that would watch me destroy my life and say nothing in the name of friendship. That's not support in my eyes. And when I love someone, I love them enough to speak up, even if it's going to hurt me. It's happened a lot. And I've also lost a lot of things over the years. So I know that there are going to be some things that I do not come away from this with. But I am going to be clear again. I'm not a thief. And I don't want any items but my own. And anything else would be returned. Now, as far as depression goes, the best thing you can do when you're depressed is talk to your doctor, talk to a counselor, um, because it really does affect a lot of things. And I gotta say, I didn't see the way I was acting really until I got the help I needed and my head cleared. And then I had a lot of apologies to make. I had to apologize to my mother, my sister, my husband. It's not easy. But I'm willing to admit when I do something wrong, when I make a mistake. I'll stand up for that. But you're not going to get me to apologize for caring enough to be honest. Doesn't happen that way. And just for future reference, generally, when you get in an argument with somebody, it doesn't get you very far to say, well, if you'll just apologize to me, everything will be fine. Especially when you're disrespecting that other person's feelings and fears. Um, I have no problem apologizing when I say mean things out of anger. And I said some. But mostly what I was saying was you're jumping off a cliff. And as far as apologizing for being honest to anybody else in the situation, not going to happen. I didn't say anything I need to apologize for. I was honest. And anybody that knows me knows better than to try to hand me a stinking telephone after they've been told I don't want to talk to that person. Don't expect me to be nice. When I say no, I mean no. If you can't respect that, then you're going to get what you get. Simple. So this is chapter 2 of the saga. I'm sure there's going to be more. But like I said, I've kept my magic. I've also kept my honor. I've also been the kind of friend that I would want from others. Stand up for the truth. Stand up for what's right. Don't lie to your friends, because then when they get blindsided by screenshots, bad things happen. And don't expect me as a friend to watch somebody I love throw their life in the trash without trying to stop them, even if it ends up hurting me. Because I couldn't have lived with myself if I hadn't spoken up when I saw what was going on. And I am not a foolish man that believes the foolish stories. So I'm not going to buy those. Don't try selling them to me. Stay tuned for chapter 3. Don't lose your magic. Stay peaceful. I'm peaceful in my decisions. I'm content. I did the right thing.